Hello and welcome to JCR English channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the differences between learning in a group and learning individually in JCR English. Both of these ways of learning can be great or less great depending on what kind of a person you are and, of course, what you consider to be advantages and disadvantages. We're going to cover 5 points and, of course, discuss them. So first of all, it is important to mention that if you're learning in a group of 4 people, you learn with 3 other people who are on the same or approximately the same level as you are, and they are all there, you are all there with the same goal. You dedicate your time for the period of 3 to 5 months, and you're going to have the same time, the classes at the same time for the whole duration of the course. Let's say Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. When it comes to individual classes, this is not the case. With individual classes, you can choose your time slots, the times for your classes, as you see fit, and you can change those times as it is convenient for you. For example, let's say that this week it is convenient for you to have classes in the morning. The next week it is convenient for you to have classes in the evening. And then for the next month, you want to have standard times, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 o'clock in the evening. This is all possible. So this point is all about flexibility. In individual lessons, you have plenty of it, while if you study in a group, there is no such flexibility because we determine the times before the course begins and we stick to those times basically until the end of the course. And yes, there is a chance to cancel the class if everybody in a group agrees, for example, during the holidays, or let's say if more than one person is sick during a time. So the first point was flexibility. The next point is customization. So if you take group lessons, so if you study in a group, this means that you sign up for a program that was already prepared. And although it was created to suit the needs of our learners, the learners who sign up for that course, you follow a specific program. Now, most of I need to say all of our learners in our group lessons are satisfied with how that goes. And yes, we do try as hard as we can to customize the classes towards each individual student, even in our group lessons. However, it is not always completely possible to address your specific needs. For example, you have a presentation to prepare for next week, but we have something else on the program. So we're not going to change our program to suit your specific needs. However, if there is a specific style of learning that suits you, then yes, of course, following our program will make sure to customize it to you as well. I hope this was clear. When it comes to individual lessons, everything is customizable, which means we don't need to follow any particular materials if you don't choose to do so. But we can if you choose to do so. Then, if you find some content very interesting, we spend more time on it. If you consider it boring or useless, then we skip it. We don't deal with it. We pay more attention to what is squeaking when it comes to your progress, and we run over things that are very clear for you. We adjust everything to your learning style, speed, your interests, your goals, and everything else. So customization is completely possible, and not just possible, but we do it for each of our individual students, while it's slightly less customizable when it comes to group lessons. Then the interaction and the attention. If you like to have all the attention on you, if you like to be the person speaking 90% of the time during the class, then individual lessons are the right choice for you. On the other hand, if you like the interaction more, if you like to speak with other participants that are on the same level as you, in the same boat with you, in that case, there is more interaction in group lessons. It is important to mention that in group lessons, you share the attention of the teacher with 3 more learners, while in the individual classes, all the attention is on you. How does that make your progress different? Well, with individual lessons, as you have all the attention, you can make progress slightly faster because you get corrected more, you get to speak more, you get to make more mistakes and learn from them. On the other hand, in group lessons, you get to learn from other people's mistakes as well, not just your own, and that's a great chance to learn as well. The next point that I would like to mention is accountability. Some people have no trouble keeping themselves accountable. Scheduling classes in advance, putting those classes into their calendars, making sure that they attend all the classes regularly, making sure to do their homework, to participate actively, and so on. And if you're that kind of a person, then you will have no trouble attending individual lessons and making very good progress during individual lessons and the program that you choose or that is created for you. On the other hand, if you need to be in a group of people who will struggle with the same things, who are in the same process of learning, and you feel like you're responsible to them to do your homework, to participate actively, to prepare for classes, and so on, in that case, group classes are maybe a smarter choice. So when it comes to the accountability, a group might keep you more accountable. When it comes to individual lessons, you are the one who keeps you accountable. And there is nobody who will suffer if you, for example, don't prepare well for class or don't do your homework. If you need to spend a little bit more time on doing something that you were supposed to or that you said that you would do before the class, well, nobody is to blame and nobody suffers because of it in individual classes. But in group classes, if you do such a thing, it might slow down the entire group. And because of that, you get more motivated to, of course, follow through and do all the activities as promised. Finally, the cost. Naturally, if you attend individual lessons one-on-one with a teacher, the price is going to be higher. On the other hand, if you are in a group, the price is lower, sometimes twice as low as individual lessons, sometimes even more than that. So if cost is something that you take into consideration when choosing classes, what kinds of classes that you're going to pick, then this is definitely a factor to consider. On the other hand, if you put quality first and you don't take cost into consideration, of course, if the cost is reasonable, in that case, think of the other 4 factors that we mentioned and well, think about what method, what style of learning, and what number of people in your class is the most suitable for you. The purpose of this video was actually to speak to you about the differences because often during the consultations that I have with potential learners, they ask me, so what is better for me, group classes or individual classes? So this is the kind of a presentation that I have with them because I really want them to make an informed decision. And I would like you to make an informed decision as well, whether you're going to learn with us in JCR English or in some other English learning center. It is really important for you to know what you're getting into and what is best for you. Of course, if you try one way and you find out that it's not the best one for you, you can switch. But it's easier to switch from individual classes to group than the other way around because, at least in JCR English, when you make a commitment to the group, you stay with that group as long as the course lasts, which means that you are obligated by the contract to pay for for the entire course, whether you're going to attend the classes or not. So this is one thing that you should also consider. When it comes to individual classes, you can stop at any time. So besides, the lack of control, this is also the lack of that high level of accountability, but still it gives you more flexibility. I hope this video was useful for you and it's going to help you make the right choice if you're, of course, ready to start your English learning journey. And well, I look forward to your questions. Feel free to ask them in the comments and I will be more than happy to respond. If you'd like to book a consultation with me before signing up for group or individual lessons in JCR English, I would be more than happy to accommodate you and to have a conversation with you. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye!